Hello, my Cancer friends. I am Meg, your Elemental Empress, here to do your reading from July the 7th until July the 14th, 2018. I'll be doing a general spread and then a love spread afterwards. I have here the Tarot of the Tattoo Age. Whoa. Okay. Pull one card to oversee your reading, and it popped out. And you guys got the Fool. Now, for those of you that don't know about this tarot deck, there are two Fools within it. If you see closely here, this Fool is jumping off the cliff in order to save his life from getting eaten by the dog. It's like, I don't care what kind of new beginning I have, I'm getting off of this freaking cliff, right? So, you know, a lot of new beginnings are born in blood. You could be dealing with an Aries, right? Absolutely, because the Fool is the sign of Aries. But this feels like a hard-won new beginning for my Cancerian friends. Okay. And which makes a lot of sense, because you have an extremely interesting partial solar eclipse in your sign on the 13th. But before that, we have Venus moving into Virgo, which is your third house of your siblings, you know, the people who are around town, small, you know, short distance travel type of people, you know, your work, your school, your grocery store type of thing, right? But it's, you know, getting things done in a practical manner that way, and adding, you know, a little bit of Venus-like luster to it, too. So that's pretty good. Okay. And then we have Jupiter, finally, moving direct on the 12th, right before the partial solar eclipse in your sign. It is in the sign of Scorpio, right? So obviously you can deal with scorpionic things, you know, but it is the benefact. So when the benefact turns direct, right? And this is the 5th house of creative endeavors for you, of dating, of children, right? So it's positive. You know, positive things can come out of that. Gambling. You might want to get, like, a lottery ticket. I'm not saying go nuts. But, you might want to get a lottery ticket, because that's a big change in your life. And then we have this here that everybody's probably talking about, but I guess to tell you. The partial solar eclipse in your sign. So it's around, I think it's 23 degrees. It might be 22 degrees. Check. If your birthday, and happy birthday to the Cancerians that I got out there that have birthdays this coming week. But if your birthday is this coming week, that means it is conjunct all of this craziness, right? So this is like big time, change your life kind of business. Across from your sun and moon in your sign, you have Pluto, right? So this is like big time. Think of the Tower card, right? Because Pluto is about transformation. And then you have two grand trines. Same day, same time. Water trine with the sun and the moon in your sign. Jupiter in Scorpio and Neptune in Pisces. Then we have a grand earth trine with Venus in Virgo, Saturn in Capricorn, and Uranus in Taurus. So two grand trine. So this could be interesting, and it will go over the next 6 months, and it can really change your life with it being in your sign. So definitely. Alright, so you have the Death card in the reverse, so sign of Scorpio. So you're dealing with an ongoing thing that just won't stop, right? You can be dealing with a Scorpio who's rather harsh, right? But this is like a cycle that just won't quit, you know? Okay, you have the 5 of Swords. It is in the reverse, which is better, but he's still the jerk card. So at one point, somebody did something that was rather harsh to you, you know, and you are deserving of an apology at the very least if you don't get one. And I'm not saying that everybody gets one when it's there. It's just what's there, and it's in your foundation, so it's still affecting you today. Okay. All right, so you guys got the Fool in reverse as well. So, sign of Aries in your recent past, right? So, sign of Aries, and they could be active foolish, they could be out of whack. So, we have Aries and the Aries card there, too. So, we have Aries and Scorpio from my Cancerian people. Alright, and right now, what's crowning you? what's crowning you is the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. So here it's like everything is moving freaking slow, right? Here it's like it's not moving at all. You have like a stagnation, right? So it's, you know, you planted all your seeds, you're waiting for them to grow, but it just is not growing presently. Okay, so then you have the Emperor, right? So this could be your Aries, because Aries and Taurus are the sign of Emperor. So this is a husband figure, a father figure, right? So it can be an established rule system, and you could be dealing with some type of cycle that has to do with this whole thing. And even though he's in the upright, like, he's still harsh. Like, look, he's got his scepter through that little thing. I don't know what it is, maybe a pig or something, but like some kind of little devil thing, but he's still got a scepter through it. So that's kind of harsh, you know? So a father figure, somebody who has rule over some area of your life, right? And then you have the Page of Wands, and that is how we got here. So Aries, more than likely, younger to you. It can be a Sag or Leo as well, but probably an Aries here. And this can also be them acting like a child. Usually I see it in the reverse when it's more of like a moody, childlike behavior, right? It doesn't have to be a child that's younger to you, my friends. Okay, so I have the Santa Morta cards for your clarifiers, my dear Cancerians. Alright, so you have the Two of Wands in the reverse. So this is like, you have a plan, you know, but you can't act on it because of this cycle, and it may have to do with the sign of Scorpio, someone who's in the sign of Scorpio, right? This could also have to do with your own children because of Jupiter being in the sign of Scorpio, right? Let's check it out. And not being able to move forward on it, my Cancerian friends. Okay, so with the Five of Swords in the reverse, you have the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, and it's a different kind of Nine of Pentacles. Like right here, he's buried under all of his stuff, under all of his work, under all of his money, right? Now he's not buried by it anymore, so there could be, you know, like a release, like a, not so much emotional, but like, you know, you don't feel trapped under something. You don't feel trapped under the weight of the Five of Swords in the upright because it's already happened, right? Yeah, so with the sign of Aries, the Fool in reverse, you have the Six of Swords in the reverse in the recent past. So this is not being able, it's like having all your bags packed, having them in the boat, right? But then not being able to move forward for some reason. So you're like stuck there. And then we move on to the Seven of Coins in the reverse, and that is all about being stuck there, right? So you feel like you're stuck in this scenario, and you have the Knight of Swords in the reverse. So there's something that you want to say about it, and you feel like you can't. Like you feel like he's got the sword down his throat, so he wants to rush in and say something, but he can't, right? To change this, to change some kind of behavioral, like, type of thing, something that's been going on for a long time, right? Alright, so with the Emperor, you have the Nine of Wands. So this person, it feels like somebody who wants to keep fighting for it, because the Nine of Wands is like it's also like the PTSD card, right? But it's somebody who like wants, they're battered, they're bruised, and they just want to keep continuing this fight, like this cycle that you're in, that they're in, right? Because the Death card in reverse, it's like a never-ending cycle, right? Take one more there. Yeah, so, and you got the Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man, it's like, you know, this person, they're just not, they don't want to move forward. They don't want to change what's happening, but there's a definite, like, the feeling is like need for change, right? So, and you can feel like this, like, yeah, it's about this Page of Wands, breaking a cycle, like ending this, right? So it feels like this, the father figure, the husband figure, I mean, they may be one and the same if you are dealing with the sign of Aries, right? Or another fire sign, they could be one and the same. And wanting this person to break a cycle, to have an ending to this and a new beginning, because you have the World here, but it's just, it's not jumping forward just yet, you know? And it feels like, you know, if you are involved in this, because we're not seeing my Cancers here, but if you are involved in this, that you depend on other people to make some of these choices, and you're just kind of stuck, right? You're stuck by it. Alright, so let's check out your love lives, my Cancerians. Let's check them out. Alright. So, Whispers of Love Oracle deck, my Cancer friends. My single Cancer friends first. The only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus from the problem back to love. So check it out, you know, and it can speak of love towards, you know, your loved ones, your friends, you know, even your pets, you know. So when you focus on caring for things more, then it creates a situation where you're actually happier, right? And that's always good. Okay, so Tarot of Dreams by Cairo Marchetti for my Cancerian singles. Check you guys out. I think it's exciting for you guys to have all that in your sign, you know, so that's some definite new beginning stuff. I like it. Especially if you are around those degrees of Cancer, big time. And then we have 2 more eclipses coming, right? One at the end of this month, and then the next one, like, I think August 10th, August 11th, right? Okay. Let's check y'all out. Alright, so you guys got the Hermit in the reverse. So you could be dealing with a Virgo that, you know, is out being talkative. I actually like the Hermit in reverse much better. So this is someone who's gone within to find their light, and they found it, and now they're sharing it with people. So beautiful. Alright. Okay, so then you have the Page of Cups in the reverse. So you could be dealing with the sign of Pisces. And if you are, then they might be a little bit out of whack. But you could be getting an offer from this Virgo person that isn't, you know, you don't feel it's legitimate. It's not a legitimate offer, right? And then you have the 7 of Cups in the reverse, but you don't have any, or they don't have any illusions about what's going on here, right? Okay, so then we have the 7 of Swords in the in the upright, right? So this person could have cut out on you a while ago, but you may have feelings, you know, of love for them. They could be somebody in your family, right? And you know, you could have felt like there was shady behavior that happened with them. They could have even had some kind of a drug problem or something like that with the 7 of Cups, but now it's over, you know. And if there was any doubt to you thinking that it was over, that's what the cards are saying, that it's over. You know what I mean? Okay, so Cairo Marchetti's Gilded Reverie Lenormand. Yeah, so this this Virgo person could, you know, could be a child, could be your child. They could be looking for a new beginning with you, you know, like just as a friend, as a family member, things like that, right? They could also be pregnant, right? Okay, let's check this out. Okay, so the Page of Cups, if you are the younger Cancer in this situation may piss you off, right? Because if you're the younger Cancer, then that would make you the Page of Cups. And it doesn't matter if you're a child or not, but if you're younger to the people that are involved in this situation, you could be happy that this person is getting a new beginning, but still really pissed off about different things here because the Mask, right? So it smiles in one direction, it's smiling over at the Virgo person with a new beginning and or a child, right? But it is grimacing over at the 7 of Cups. Let's see what else we got here. Oop. Okay. You know, and looking deeper and maybe finding out that, you know, someone was cast aside, that maybe you, no, because if you were the younger one, then that's not how it went. This other person was cast aside, right? And looking deeper about the stuff that's coming out and, you know, their intentions towards you, it may piss you off, you know, like you might have cut them out and it was like too soon, right? Or you cut them out and it was because somebody else lied to you or something like that. But what it's telling you is the only thing that is real is love. So it definitely feels there's an emphasis of, you know, you being not really understanding what was happening at that time, right? So being confused about it, but now there's no confusion coming up, and you have the chance to look deeper because you have the magnifying glass, and where it's telling you that the only thing that's real is love, is that this person really does have feelings of love for you, whether they're family, they're friends, or whatnot. But that's good, right? So, yeah. So the shady behavior, you know, or the person that cut out, you did love them, you know, and I'm not really feeling like like a romantic bond. Like, it really feels a lot more like a family situation. For some of you, it may be a romantic bond with someone that you had that was very close to your family, but there's a very big feeling of, you know, large group, like family atmosphere, right? Okay, so let's check out my Cancerian couples. Alright. Here we go. Love makes the difference. Love can help heal past hurts and provides a sense of security, self-worth, and importance. Such a gorgeous card. Awesome. I love these cards. Alright. Tarot of Dreams. Once more. Let's check you guys up. And where that is a new moon, to absolutely set your intentions, because it's a new moon in your first house, so you could change a lot of things. Plant seeds for wishes, guys. Alright. Plant seeds, right? Ace of Pentacles. So new practical beginning. I've seen it come up when people are pregnant, too, right? Okay. Oh, so Tower. So sign of Scorpio, right? A new beginning, it could have to do with a Scorpio. It could be like, boom, I'm pregnant. We weren't planning on this. Okay. Three of Swords in the reverse. So something that's causing healing. So this new beginning that's like, boom, it causes healing from the past, right? Because the Three of Swords in reverse, and it's not something that you saw coming, my dears, right? Because we have this Seven of Cups again, and that's about confusion and many directions to go, right? Alright, so, Guild of Reverie, Lenormand, one more time. Okay. Let's check y'all out. Okay. Alright, so this new beginning could actually feel like a burden. Like I was saying, some people may be pregnant, and, you know, it might just feel like too soon in the relationship type of thing. But let's check it out. Let's check it out. You know, or you're burdened trying to get this thing off the ground, but it is. You know, towers can be good too. Don't freak out. Okay. So this tower, it cuts out. You know, it cuts out the burden because we have the cross here and then the scythe, right, with the Lenormands. And this brings about healing with the family, right? So the Three of Swords in the reverse is all about healing, and you know, bring about healing with the family. So the burden cut out, you know, brings the family together, right? So it's really a beautiful thing, my Cancerian people. And you know, you were confused about, you know, moving forward, like moving forward with the relationship, moving forward with how you were going about your business, things like that, right? But remember, love makes the difference, and that's really beautiful. Okay, so take care, my Cancerians, and if you like that, then please like, share, and subscribe. And if you'd like to get a reading with me, then just check me about below. Bye now.